Hello to games views and substance. My name is MrSapperism and welcome back to another Battlefield 3 commentary theme of faction, where I show you guys the best gun class, best guns class, best class or class setup for a specific kind of gun. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the best gun class setup or best class setup for the M416. So let's start by showing you guys the attachments to use for the gun. So I recommend using the infrared sight for the foregrip and the suppressor, simply because of the fact that you'll be you could say you'll be silent. You could take people out from medium to close range, and with the foregrip you have really good accuracy. So that's gonna really help you out in the battlefield. It's gonna really improve your killing. It's gonna improve your accuracy. And some sure effects about the M416 would be that it's great for long range, the gun itself, but with this scope, with the infrared scope, it's not really, I don't recommend going long range with this kind of scope, since it won't really show the enemy highlighted through a scope. The gun has 30 rounds, can have 31 at maximum. Hey, the max range for the M416 is 900 meters, and it's unlocked for the assault class at 22,000 assault score or assault points. Now I'm going to show you guys what class stuff you're going to want, so what perks, what equipment you're going to want. So I'll show you guys that in a sec. Now the things I recommend using on this class for the M416 would be the M1911 S-Tac or any M1911 itself as a secondary weapon. Now if you don't already have the M1911, there'll be a link to my previous video, or one of my previous videos, on the screen right now that'll send you to the video teaching you how to get the M1911, so don't you worry guys. It's really easy, so click that out. Click it, check that out. Then so or you could use or you could use the 44 Magnum. That's another pistol that I recommend, but it's what I like to use anyways. And if you do have the M1911, especially the S-Tac version, then go ahead and use it. There's no really difference between the S-Tac version and the suppressed version. It just has to be more for the M19 suppressed or any pistol suppressed, unless you want the Magnum, which is a high damage pistol, then you go ahead with that. But for this class, I recommend using the M1911 S-Tac suppressed or a M1911 suppressed, because there's not really any difference between them. And the M1911 S-Tac is also really hard to get. And the medikit, obviously, because without it, because you're gonna get shot a few times, probably most likely you're gonna get shot a few times or hurt a few times. So you're gonna want to hide somewhere, take cover, use a medikit, heal yourself, heal your teammates, your squad mates, whatnot. The defibrillator to revive your teammates. So, for example, if enemies attack kill your teammates and you run in and you kill the enemies, you can revive your teammates and hold the ground. For example, at like a C flag, your team is taking the C flag and the enemy, shoots your team down, and and you run in and you kill the enemy and you revive your teammates. That'll help you out a lot in Conquest and Rush with disarming and taking out explosives. And squad cover is another thing that I recommend using. You could also use squad ammo, since the M416 can run out of ammunition really easily depending on your situation. So for example, if there's like 2 people, you're not going to run out in the area, you're not going to run out of ammo very easily. But if there's like all-out warfare, then you're going to run out of ammo pretty easily, and you're going to want to get more ammunition. So you could either use squad ammo or squad cover. They're the 2 perks that I recommend for this class here. So now I'm going to show you guys some gameplay of me using this class, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the class itself. So in this gameplay that you guys are seeing here, I was using the M416 class setup that I showed you guys just now on Operation Metro, Rush and Operation Metro, and in this gameplay, it's pretty much just I was praying by the objective, of course. And as you guys can see here, the gun itself, it highlights both the enemy and the teammates. So that's what makes it really good for example, when you're in a area that's got a lot of rubble and trees, bush and whatnot, that kind of thing. It's also really good for this kind of areas. As you guys can see here, it has the little dot in the middle, which is I have a foregrip, and there's that guy. There we go. He's dead. That was really accurate. It had very little recoil, actually, barely any recoil, which allowed me to easily take him out without any hassle. I was about to say hustle. And he is just sort of gonna hide there. As you guys can see here, I'm eating through my ammunition here, and it's not gonna really. My ammunition isn't gonna last me a long time, so I'm gonna have to actually find one of my support teammates and request ammunition, or find some ammunition for someone, because this gun can eat up his ammunition very quickly. Even though it doesn't have the fastest rate of fire, but it can still eat through its ammunition, as I'm going to do in this gameplay here somewhere. And this gun, like I said earlier, it has very little recoil. As you guys saw there, I got squad wipe ribbon. I literally just wiped out the squad ribbon. I raped them all. I dominated them. This gun is great for dominating teammates and reviving your teammates, playing by the objective too. And I'm just obliterating the enemy here. As you can see there, does he manage? Yeah, he got me. All right. Well, like I said, this class isn't the godliest class or anything, but it's in my opinion, it's pretty OP. I love this class. Every time I play as a solo, I run this class, unless I'm making a video or getting gameplay for another weapon, for another video, So the reason I recommend this class also is because it's pretty much really fun to use. It's really easy to use, and in my opinion, it's really overpowered. Especially the attachments on this gun themselves are really overpowered too. And with squad cover, it really helps a lot when you're being when it prevents you when it prevents you from being suppressed and your squad from being suppressed. And as you guys can see here, this is what I was talking about earlier, when your teammates are sort of pushing and there's like a wall of your teammate just pushing the enemy, and a few of them will die. You revive them, and which means pretty much more bullets flying to the enemy's way. So that's another really good thing about this class, is it can inflict so much damage really accurately. You could wipe squads out like I did, and you could also revive your teammates and heal your teammates. So it's more like the offensive doctor, I guess you could say, of the battlefield. Now, I didn't start recording this gameplay, by the way, from the beginning of the match. I just started recording it when I saw that I was getting some really good gameplay, when I got like 36 kills, and I decided to actually, start recording. Now, as you guys can see there, that's why I don't recommend using this gun for long range, simply because of the fact that it won't exactly highlight the enemy very well or very easily. Very clearly, I should say, very clearly on the scope, through the scope, because of the fact that they're further away, and that's hence the 1 times next to the eye infrared scope, of the name of the scope. What else about the gun? The gun itself is, like I said, you could also, depending on what kind of situation you want to play as. So in this situation, in this sort of map here, as you guys are going to see here, around here somewhere, I'm going to end up shooting down this alleyway here and just getting so many kills. The thing is, around here, where I, for example, threw down a medikit to heal my teammates. There was like 5 or 6 of us here, and we ended up just taking out the enemy, just obliterating them. So that's one of the things that's really good about this class. Like I said earlier, it inflicts a lot of damage. You can kill enemies really easily. You can kill multiple enemies really easily. Although it does eat up its ammo, but not as fast. Like I said earlier, like it can eat up its ammo if you're getting a lot of kills, but then at the same time, wasting or shooting a lot of enemies and whatnot. And right there, I got the 6 times scope for the gun. And I also don't recommend using any like 6 times scopes or 8 times scopes or 12 times scopes for assault rifles if you're going to play, especially like this kind of objective. I don't recommend using them for any assault rifles actually, or SMG, simply because of the fact that it's like in my opinion, 8 times scopes and 12 times scopes and all that are pretty much just for sniping. I don't know why anyone would want to run around with them. I don't know why they're in the game for these for assault rifles and whatnot. Now I think we're getting close to the part where I was telling you guys how I'm gonna end up pretty much just eating away the enemy defense, or eating away the the enemy offensive or enemy attacks, I guess. Now, like all this gun, remember this class isn't godlike or anything, and it does a shit grenade through, and as you guys can see, this was another thing I was talking about, to revive your teammates with this class and help your teammates. So for example, here where there's like a wall of us just shooting down, and this is what I was talking about here. Around here, I get a few kills by simply shooting through their smoke. Now, this is the disadvantage of using the holographic, not the holographic side, the infrared side, that you can't, it doesn't show the enemy through the smoke. The smoke sort of just protects the enemy. So what I'm just going to do here is eat this guy's ammunition. No, not eat this guy's ammunition, but take this guy's ammunition and sort of, there's ammunition there now, and pretty much shoot down there and help him out to either suppress the enemy or take out the enemy and heal his teammate. And so, as you guys can see here, we're just pushing back the enemy. We ended up winning this match later in, we ended up beating the enemy in this match. And this gameplay, I believe it goes for around 20 minutes. So I'm not going to show you guys all of the gameplay, but it was some pretty good gameplay where I did end up getting squad wipe, suppression medal, and all that. And so we ended up just mowing down the enemy, holding this down here. So the reason I'm showing you guys this gameplay here is because I want to actually show you guys the class itself, the class in the battlefield, how good the class is, what the class can do, and all that kind of things. All the what the weapons can do, And I just got that guy there. So, like I said here, this gun is super accurate. It was just amazingly accurate. Now the reason I don't think I was using the S-Tac there because I don't know why actually. I don't know why I wasn't using the S-Tac there. I probably switched it by accidentally to the M19 suppressed, but oh well. I didn't think of switching it there. But the M19 suppressed and the M19 S-Tac, they're all the same thing. Like I said earlier on, the S-Tac just has a flashlight and a suppressor, so that's why I started like to use it, simply because of the fact that it looks cool. It shows that I've mastered like 5 dog tags or whatever, and yeah. So I believe you guys have just had around maybe 5 minutes looking at the gameplay with this gun class, with this gun, and you guys can make your decision, your opinion on. Put down in the comments below your opinion on the gun, and I'll see you guys. You can see if you want to use this gun or not. I recommend trying it out for assault class. It's also one of the easy. It's also a non-premium weapon that you unlock really easily and really early on in the game. What I unlocked really early in the game. It's one of the second assault class guns that you unlock in the game. So yeah, I believe I told you guys everything about the gun itself and the class itself. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to smack that like button below like it's your girlfriend's ass. I'm not, like I said earlier, this isn't the full gameplay here, because I'm gonna have to wrap this video up now, since I believe I've said everything about the gun and the class, and showed you guys some pretty good gameplay of the gun class. And so yeah, I'll be seeing you guys next time. Subscribe for more, and yeah, see you guys.